Okay guys, so welcome back to Vape City Reviews, and this is completely different. Yes, I'm in the car and I just thought I would maybe just mix it up a wee bit. Got to the school early for the school run and thought, why not do the review while I'm out and about? As you can see, the sun's in my eyes and it's turned my glasses black, but I apologise for that. That's my eyes there, but the backing sun is right blinding me. So today we're taking a look at a disposable pod system. Ta-da! This is the Vfeel Reckless, and it comes in, if memory serves me right, it's either 12 or 14 flavours. I'll try and get it up on the screen now, the different flavour profiles that you're going to get the Vfeel in. Now, specifications, and these feel more like pros as to specifications, but this is not targeted at the UK market. This is targeted outside of the UK due to what's available in this disposable. And as you can see, it's pretty fucking big. So you're wondering, why is this thing disposable? And I'm going to tell you. And for those people out there who are quite savvy on the internet, you're going to be able to purchase these and bring them in and enjoy them for yourself. So what we have is 12 milliliters of e-liquid inside the little disposable. Yeah, little disposable that holds 12 milliliters of e-liquid. Our disposables hold 2. This one holds 12. Now it's got a 650 milliamp hour battery. That is not enough battery to vaporize all 12 milliliters of liquid. So they have made it rechargeable. Okay, so we've got a rechargeable pod system, 12 milliliters of e-liquid. What else does it have? It has a variable power setting. Right now, I think it's between 9 and 12 watts, but the difference is it's quite a big difference, and that's down to the nicotine, and the nicotine in this is 5%. In UK terms, it's 50 milligrams of Saltnik. Now, this is their own version of Saltnik. They call it TF. Tobacco free nicotine, TFN. I think they're calling it their TFN, tobacco free nicotine, and it's a version of their nicotine salt. It is very smooth. I have to give it that. It is very, very smooth for 50 milligrams, and you'll get a bit of a head rush very quickly if you sort of chain vape on it, you know. So if we hold it just like this, and if we're going to vape as normal on its lowest power setting, this is what it looks like. And once it gets going, as you can see, it vapes quite well. This one is strawberry ice cream, so I've got the strawberry and I've got the countless, and that's really about it. The flavours are flavours. The flavours are okay. But on the bottom, now as I'm vaping this, the camera's probably not showing it up. We are getting some LED indicators here that I am taking a puff. Not sure if the camera's going to show that, but this is actually a button, and this is what pulls it up to the higher wattage. Now when I hit this, it's actually going to give a little LED light show. Let's see if we can cover that up to see. Now I'm not sure how well that's being shown on the camera, but it's giving an LED light show there on the bottom. But it does hit a hell of a lot harder. It hits like, you sort of hold it and hit it like a Mac. Okay, I don't want to vape too much. I'm going to get a head spin. I mean, I can see it right here. You know, I'm getting the LED lights all around the side here, just below the USB port. They may not be showing on camera, and it's one of the things. And with their other one, this is the Reckless, Vfeel Reckless. Now, this is a lot more subtle with the LEDs than the next review we're going to do. Pros and cons, as I say, the pros with this one, okay, it's 12 ml of e-liquid, it's 50 milligram, it's rechargeable. This is the equivalent of 8 of our disposables, and they're going to work out about $15 to $20. I mean, the value for money. You know, if you're spending $20 and this lasts you a week, I mean, that's quite good for someone who wants no hassle vaping. That is quite good. Now the airflow, I actually only figured this out today, and I've had this for about a week. The airflow is actually coming out of the USB port, and it took me a while to figure that out. For me, it's slightly airy without, you know, touching anything. It's just a wee bit too much air getting through. But if I put my finger over the USB port, it's a much tighter draw, much more flavour. And even for 50 milligram, there's nothing scratchy there on the throat. So I don't know, they're tobacco-free nicotine. There's TFN. Is some sort of salt nicotine. It has to be some sort of salt nicotine because it's not giving me that throat hit, and it is giving me already. I can feel that nicotine in my system. So outside, there goes my alarm. Outside of the UK, if you come across the Vfeel Reckless, would I recommend it? I would recommend this for someone who wants hassle-free vaping. One of these, this has lasted me a week, and so far it still hasn't died. Now, again, I have been using my normal vape, but I've been switching in between, and this is about the 7th day on this, and it hasn't went yet. So if $15, $15 to $20, you know, if that's the price that it's going to come in at, then to me it's a bargain. You know, that's the price of a packet of cigarettes, but you're going to get a week out of it instead of a day out of it. So for hassle-free vaping, 12 milliliters, 50%, for me it's a win. For me it's a win. The only thing I do not like is the LED light show. There's no need for it. It's not telling me battery capacity. It's not telling me wattage control. It's just a light show for no apparent reason, and that's the only downside to this little kit itself. If you manage to get your hands on one of these guys, or you see them on websites outside of the UK, based on the price, you're going to get about a week's vaping out of it, maybe slightly longer. Remember, it's the equivalent of 8 of our pod systems. There's the sun going down. It's the equivalent of 8 of our pod systems. So if you would use one of our pod systems a day, you're going to get 8 days, if that makes sense. So one of our pod systems per day, maybe one and a little bit per day, you're going to get 7 days out of one of the Vfeel Reckless pod systems. So yeah, pretty interesting, pretty good. Good to see that it's good to see that disposables are coming along to the point where they may actually be viable for your all-day vape. You know, you buy 2 or 3 of these, you're set for the month, you know, for your month's vaping, and you've no hassle, no wattage control, no airflow control, nothing like that. You're just vaping it and you're good to go. So the Vfeel, there's the sun coming back, the Vfeel Reckless, guys, gets a big thumbs up from me. So if you managed, again, I'm repeating myself, but if you do manage to see that outside of the UK, sorry, and you can manage to pick one up, I highly recommend that you do. Disposables have made a big explosion in the UK, and it's all everybody wants to buy. So all the companies are making disposable e-cigarettes, and yeah, I'm going to recommend the Vfeel. Now, this channel was going to only be for e-cigarettes that you could find on vape shop shelves in the UK, and you're not going to find this in the UK vape shop shelves because it goes against the TPD regulations. But I did want to show it on this channel for people who watch me outside of the UK, and for people who like to buy products outside of the UK, just because it's a completely different spin on a disposable. So well done, Vfeel, and yeah, it's quite a product. It really is quite a product, and I have really enjoyed it. Took it away with me there over the last weekend, and it's really all I used, and I was in a hotel and I was using it indoors. and it's really all I used, and I didn't have the fear that it was just going to cut out on me. It's still vaping. That's 7 days later, it's still vaping. So well impressed. A huge thanks to Vfeel for sending that one out for the purpose of review. They did send me every flavour, as you've seen during some of the pictures that I threw up there. And tomorrow we're going to be taking a look at the Vfeel, I believe it's the V4. I'll need to go home and check, but I do believe it's the V4. It doesn't actually have the name on it, does it? No. I do have it in front of me though. It's this one. This one has its own issues. This is the Blue Raz, and this is their V4. Now, in this lovely great light, you're not going to see the problems I have with this, but I will show you it in the review. This I've just dropped it. That one's next on the list. Hopefully get that out tomorrow. But a huge congratulations on the Vfeel Reckless. If you see them, definitely go and purchase one, guys. You won't be disappointed. That's it for me for this one, and yeah, from the car. The next one will probably be back home, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Have a good one. Take care, and bye. Wee.